Check the feed. All right, we on.
Yeah.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, so brothers from Great Millstone, Charlotte, coming back with another Lord willing, edifying lesson to feed the sheep of Israel. All right, feed the elect. All right, so before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bakar Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. A peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth, sincerity. To you, we say shalom.
Shalom.
All right.
Shalom.
So pretty much in this lesson we're gonna get into today. All right. We want to go into how Esau has set up this system. All right, one of the many traps that Esau has laid. When we're talking about Esau, we're talking about the so-called white man. All right, one of the many snares, traps that he has laid, for our people to keep us in this matrix, in this rat race. All right, this is consumerism. Okay, because dealing with the economic side of Babylon, this has been systematically established to keep Jake in this damn hamster wheel, trying to keep up with the Joneses. All right, we weren't taught on how to properly utilize money. All right, so everything in this captivity is to keep you pretty much in a cycle of throughness, man. All right, we're gonna go into some articles. We got a few videos just to land back and show you sincere brothers and sisters out here. How Esau has set this up to keep us constantly broke, man. To keep us constantly down. All right. So go ahead, bro.
God. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord Yahweh our power.
All right. So one of the first things that we as a nation have to acknowledge that we are still in captivity. All right. Jake out here, is moving like they're free still, man. Well, like I would say still like they're free. Okay. Because Esau has given them the ability to be able to, have a job, make some money. And with this money, Esau has given you a plethora of things to distract your mind from returning back to the Heavenly Father, man. All right. And one of the things that he has used to keep our people, down, all right, is continually, plaguing us with bills, man. All right. This is why we tell you people, hey, one of the forms of slavery that we are affected by is debt slavery, man. Okay. Yep. We have constant debts that we always have to pay. Things are always breaking down. All right. We constantly having to, go to Esau and spend money to fix the shit that he has made to break on us on purpose, man. Which we're gonna get into. So the scriptures say that we are subject to payments, man, because every time we turn around, man, you gotta funnel out more money to get to this damn devil, man. And that's done by design, man.
Can I bring this real quick precept out? Because as the brother's going into, man, this is part of the curses, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. And we know through the curses that's talking about Esau Edom, because he is in a position of rulership right now. And it says, thou shalt come down very low. Why? Because we're in a position of servitude. We're under Esau's thumb. He's in a rulership position, man. And it says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Just like the brother priest just said, man. We constantly have to keep going to this devil for the one of all things, man. This is why we'll never get up in this society, because it was set up through the curses for us to be the tail and this damn devil to be the head, man.
That's it, man.
If you could you read the 45th verse as well?
And it says, and moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Right. And these curses, as we're going to go into this lesson, right, is pursuing Jake, all right, to the point where Jake is in a worse state than they've been ever before. Okay. And that's why it's imperative that we turn back and repent and believe in the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai so that we can escape this coming destruction, man. Because it's going to overtake and destroy 2/3 of our nation. Adawan Ratazah, we don't be a part of that number, man. That we be a part of the elect, the remnant that are preserved from the coming judgments, okay? Because, hey, this is all going to culminate and lead into that nuclear destruction, all right?
And I'm going to finish it out. It says, because thou hast hearkened not unto the voice of the Lord, thy power to keep his commandments, his statutes, which he commanded thee, which is the brother Atazawan was just saying. And it said, and thou shalt be upon thee for a sign, for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And this is how you can tell who is a position of rulership and who is a position of servitude, man.
Yeah. Look, when you look at the way things are going, who is the most disenfranchised person or nation in the world? Is you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. All right. When you look at the spending habits of the people, all right, who is financially set back the worst, man? It's Jake. That's why a few years back, when Trump was in office and they shut the government down, he even said it. He was like, the ones that's going to be affected the most by this is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because he knew, because them presidents, they know that, hey, Jake, we suffer from these curses, man, and through the way that America has been set up, our people they're financially illiterate, man. They don't know how to take care of themselves financially, man. We weren't taught on how to utilize credit, how to save money. All right. A lot of Jake don't even have a savings account, man, which they can't even put shit up in there anyways. But nevertheless, man, they don't understand how everything has been set up to keep you, downtrodden, to keep you broke, to keep you in debt, man. So this video, we're gonna keep going in that. We'll go down to verse 50 in that chapter, bro. But let's play this video real quick to go into what I was saying earlier about how Esau has set everything up to pretty much keep, breaking, to keep you coming back to him and spending your money, keep giving our money back unto him, man. All right.
Have you ever heard the phrase, they don't make them like they used to?
Oh, tell me about it, brother.
Well, there's a reason why.
Why?
It's called the planned obsolescence, and it's crazy. Let's go back in history. So back in 1924, in Geneva, Switzerland, a group of elites met together. You know who these elites were?
Wait,
Nope, not all of them. I mean, there were some.
Yeah, okay.
They're all the CEOs of these light bulb corporations.
Okay.
And they said, our light bulbs last too long.
That's too good.
So from that meeting, they came up with a term which they called themselves the Phoebus Cartel. Phoebus is the god of light.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of ideas.
But they all agreed, all shook on it. Let's cut this in half. Make our light bulbs worse. And in fact, they all had to send their light bulbs to get tested. And if it went over 1,000 hours, that company was fine. Because they all were like, we need to make crappier products to sell more.
Yeah.
And that term, planned.
All right, Slocky, you said lagging. Hold on. Damn Satan, man. Aki, bear with us.
Fine.
Hey, if one of y'all want to speak, go ahead. I'm trying to fix this real quick.
Kind. I'm gonna keep going on this. You want me to keep going on this Deuteronomy 28?
Go ahead.
Kind. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things, man. And that's how you're gonna get. How we're supposed to thrive as a nation, by doing what the Lord commanded us to do, man. Not doing what Esau, Edom, and these heathen do, man. Because the ways of the heathen lead to death. I got one more real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, and verse 1. Psalm chapter 37, verse 1. Frank not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. And Jake got that spirit of coveting after everything that somebody else got. That's the Edomite spirit, man. Trying to have a car because he got a nice car. Now you got to have a nice car. You want the house and the white picket fence and all that bullshit, the fairy tale. That's the Jake. Jake is envying his oppressor, man. That's why you see like the brother, like this lesson's going into how Jake don't know anything about trying to save money, trying to actually keep money within his community, because Jake is about trying to be like his goddamn oppressor, man. He living beyond his beings, man. His means.
Right. So let me see. It's gonna play right this time. Let me see.
Obsolescence was adopted to basically everything now. General Motors are going to make our cars not run as long, so they're going to replace metal with plastic, screws, fastener of some sort that will wear out over time. And that's basically applied to every single product now.
Isn't there a light that's been on for like almost 100 years?
Yeah, I looked at it. It's called the Centennial Light, and it's been on since 1901.
They're ripping us off!
Is it still lagging?
It was lagging a little bit, but the point which the message was made, you can hear what he's saying though.
Okay, Colin, that's all that matters. If you can hear it, then fuck it. But the point, like we were saying, man, these devils set this thing up to pretty much, keep you in debt. All right. So one of the ways that he keeps you in debt by, manufacturing these different things that we need to continue in society. All right, he downgraded everything, and it came out like that. For an example, with the iPhones, right? So the iPhones, Apple came out and said that they purposely destroy the batteries of the old phones when the newer ones come out to get you to upgrade to the newer phones, man. So, as we were saying, these things apply to everything now, man. Your phones, your cars, your houses. Hey, talking about, you was explaining, a while back about how they do the streets. They put the glass in the street.
Oh yeah. They especially with the roads. I know a lot of brothers, when you drive on these roads, you think that's that old style concrete. Well, it ain't. I forgot the name of it. It's that black tar looking stuff. I forgot the name of it, but that's what it really is, and it breaks your car down. That creates the potholes and where you got to go to the shop and various things like that. This is all strategically planned out, man. Because when they fix it on your road, then they fix it on the week after, and it'll be the same damn problem within the road. Because all of the material and the shit they got is just watered down. Everything is watered down for you to constantly keep consuming and buying, man. Ain't nothing, like the elder Yashawama say, ain't nothing to keep you part of this damn rat race, man.
Nope. And where'd you what verse did you stop in the Deuteronomy 28?
I stopped at verse 47. Nah, let me
read 48. Go down to 50.
Come on, give me a second. I gotta jump back.
No, like I said, Tazo, I'm telling you want to jump in, bro. Go ahead.
God.
Let's see. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter. Damn, my shit tripping. Bear with me. 28. There we go. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 48. And it says, therefore thou shalt serve thy enemy, which thy Lord shall send against thee in hunger, in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right. So back then, during chattel slavery, we actually had yokes of iron placed upon our necks, man. All right. But after the Civil War was fought, which, by the way, was financed by the Rothschilds, okay? But after slavery was so-called abolished, okay, they pretty much, transferred the slavery into, make it to where now you're a slave to the system now, man. All right, instead of being physically under a plantation owner, now these businesses are the new plantation owners, man. That's why when you when you watch a good documentary to watch is the Social Experiment, where they tell you with these social media platforms that now the people are the consumer. So these platforms will study your habits, see what you look at, things that you are inclined to buy, and that's why every time you get on your phone, it's always some shit that's trying to get you to buy, man. Which goes back to Rome. All these commercials. This goes back to Rome, where they will constantly have commercials to make you buy shit all throughout the cities, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it says that you're gonna have to go to your enemies for the one of all things, man. All right, and this is why we have to continuously go to Esau, man. All right, for food, for water, for different things to keep our lives up, man. And that's by design. And Esau has broke everything down to make you continuously go back to him, man. Even if you hoard up, supplies, man, it's gonna be something that's gonna break that you're gonna have to go to him for, man. So it's a never-ending cycle. That's always gonna be like this until Babylon destroyed, man.
That's right. Verse 49, it said, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, and from the end of the earth, swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue shalt thou not understand."
And that's showed you that's talking about the Edomites, because when the Northern Kingdom was over here, man, we were speaking Hebrew, and when Esau started coming off them ships, man, all right, they were speaking Latin, all right. They didn't understand Esau. That's why they had to bring a Hebrew interpreter to pretty much be a mediator between them and the Northern Kingdom, man. Go ahead.
And it says, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50, "A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person or the old, or show favor to the young."
Right. So just like in slavery, man, Esau didn't give a damn how old you were or how young you were, man. All right. When you were old enough to pretty much work, hey, they sent them little kids out there picking that cotton, man. All right. And they had the elderly out there working until they down, drop dead. And it's the same thing now, man. Hey, the moment they say 16, the back in the day, you look at, in the early 60s, 70s, 80s, the children, they didn't have to worry about, helping bring income into the houses, man. Nowadays, hey, the moment your child turns 16, man, hey, you're gonna probably have to get him a little part-time job or something to help bring extra income in the house, man, because things are so bad now. All right, and the damn nigga woman is terrible with her finances, so she pretty much ain't got no money to help bring the shit. So she has the little kid pretty much having to go get money, how to bring money in, man. All right, pretty much robbing him of his childhood, which 12 years old pretty much is you being of age anyway. But the point being that Esau has made this to where we have no rest, no matter age, man. Okay, the young, we gotta work. The old, you gotta work, man. Social Security, you can't live off that no more, man. It's hell. All right, and that's done by design because Jake was never taught on how to, utilize savings, how to utilize credit. Well, these Edomites are taught from a young age on how to pretty much be financially set to where, we see the economy now, it's impossible for that. But before, they were able to pretty much have a retirement fund where they can work until a certain age and be able to kick their feet up and live their life into the sunset, man. Our people, they was never put in that position, man, because our people get a little bit of change, man, and they go buy bullshit, man.
I got one real quick. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon his nakedness." And that's Esau, man, because he set this system up where Jake is constantly in this damn rat race trying to envy his ass, man, knowing he'll never catch up to be in a position to be established like these damn devils. But that's why the other nations look upon our nakedness. For us to be over here in America for all these years, we have nothing to show for it, man. And that's why the Lord said, "Woe unto him." The Lord's gonna destroy these devils, man.
Right. Because like you said, these other nations, they take part in keeping us oppressed too, because they come into America, they set up shop in Jake neighborhood, all right, which is taking the money out of the so-called black community, and they send that money back to their people. But they have all been put on game on how to pretty much, get Jake's attention and make them buy what they want, man. All right, we're gonna show this little clip, Lord willing, this one. It don't lag.
If I may.
Oh, go ahead.
Micah 6:12. "For the rich men thereof are full of violence." Speaking of Esau, Edom. "And the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth." And really, when, as Priest Amawan was speaking of, right, when you think about the times of old, the 60s and the 50s, Jake still had an understanding, and even as Tazamaka made mention of community, community and union amongst your family and amongst the community of us tribes is important, man. Okay. And Esau, through his desegregation and various acts that he passed, he presented it in a way that would have been seen by Jake to try and empower them. But in all actuality, it threw them down a rabbit hole that's too fucking deep to try and get out of at this point, man. That's why this lesson is being brought out, because under the pretense of what Esau Edom has done in his psyche and then played out in real time, that's why Jake is in this fucked up position. Well, really, it goes back to the curses, man. But the Most High utilizes Esau to go ahead and just throw Jake deeper and deeper into the river, man. What once was, Israel at the shoreline trying to get help, we all the way in the fucking ocean, man. Just drowning, no safety.
Yeah, no life jackets. No, what you call the little shit you throw out to get the people to come in?
Floaties.
Yeah, hey, Jake just in the middle of the ocean, just drowning, man.
Hey, and that's
my design.
Yeah, it's all set up. The snares and the traps, all of it set up.
And I'm gonna put a video on the comment board. I uploaded earlier last year, but pretty much what it's gonna go into is how Amalek, pretty much how they use our laws amongst their community to pretty much keep their economy going. Because what we're gonna get into in a little bit, this is for brothers that watch this. I'm gonna put it in the description box too, Lord willing. But watch that video, and that the brother breaks down how Esau utilizes our laws to keep their Ish community going, man. But let's watch this real quick, because this is the formula that Esau and the other nations have used for years to pretty much keep our people disenfranchised, man.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro. The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular.
What happened to the brother?
Did they cut his feed?
Goodness gracious. Let me pull it up on mine. 1 second up.
Can you get?
Where it come out, Esau just started doing bullshit.
Yeah, that's part of it, man. It's part of that testimony, man.
All right, I got it here.
Most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name.
Priest,
They're quick to turn
Priest,
down.
I can play it off my phone. I mean, off my laptop.
By brand. That's the first important Negro buy.
Yeah, my shit just bugged out, bro. Like Satan fucking with this damn stream on my end for some reason.
Yeah, you ain't even on the thing. It ain't even showing you.
Hold on, I'm about to stop it, and then I'm gonna share the toggle on screen.
Go back.
My camera not showing?
Nah.
Oh my god, bro! What the hell? All right, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go out and come back in. Y'all brothers go ahead.
Yep. You can play it, bro. We'll get in.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. Buying by brand, that's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point.
And if I could add to this right quick, this psyche has gotten layered. When you think about the way how consumerism is latched onto you in this day and age, it's not only utilized through just billboards and ads, but the music that you consume, the shows that you watch. These are used as ways to entice Jake to go out and see a standard that's not real. It's based upon Edomite supremacy, because a lot of these brands that Jake clings to are all dominated and ran by the Amalekites, man.
Yep.
It all ties back to Esau, Edom. And one of the things that Jake is they don't know of is the fact that a lot of their leaders are underneath the banner of Esau, Edom, and he uses that influence to try and further control the consuming of Israel. I got a quick precept, if I may. Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Because think about the leadership that Jake has today, man. Who else but the men of the Lord, right, are telling our people, to understand their finances better, to try and detach that psyche of clinging onto, emblems and brands and things of that nature. If it worked, it worked. You know what I'm saying? It has its purpose at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But the leadership, Salakia.
Nah, finish your point, bro.
I was gonna say, but the leadership, Esau Edom, has further dived into the psyche of Jake by utilizing their leaders, man.
Mm-hmm. And with these leaders had give you that mindset as they just played right there on that clip. I got a real quick precept, and I want to be in definition out on this precept real quick, and we'll jump back. This is the book of Exodus 20:17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or his maidservant, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is thy neighbor's. And because that's what you see what Jake's doing. Your modern day ass and your cars and the yard and all these various things that other Jakes got. Jake lusts after that. Let's go into this word covet. And it says, let's get straight to the point. It says to lust and to strong desire. That's why Jake has to have certain things. So other Jake with strong desire after that. That's why you got that Floyd Mayweather spirit on Jake, man. Oh, look at me. I got the big chain on, and then other Jakes, they lusting after that shit, and they strongly desiring what he got, man. So now they want that lifestyle, they want that name brand clothing and shit like that, because they covenant after what somebody else got, and that's the spirit that Jake got from these fucking Edomites, man.
Right. And to add to what you're saying, I'm gonna get this precept from potent Eon, Genesis 25:27. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And part of to show you how Esau is a cunning hunter, because he has broken down exactly how Jake operates, man. Because with a good hunter, you study your prey. All right, Esau has figured out Jake down to the T. That's why I said, man, these businesses they play on Jake. All right, and like you were saying, talking about what is the main way that these damn businesses or these corporations push their product? They get it. They get one of these celebrity Jakes like LeBron, Lil Wayne, or whoever, and they push that shit, man. That's why a lot of this the nasty agenda, all right, how they're pushing their stuff. They get Jake to do it, man. That's why you see in Target. All right, I seen the video where they had in the boys section they selling girl clothes in the boys section, talking about that's a little boy wearing now, man. You know, little skirts and stuff like that. And they're gonna put on the thing, they're gonna put a damn Jake face on that shit, man. You know, because they understand that our people have such low self-esteem that all they gotta do is just put a damn actor out front wearing some shit or promoting something, and Jake want to look fly, so they're gonna go and get it. You know, it's not hard to sell to a Jake, man. You know, you gotta talk about.
That's why they use the social media platforms. They don't even have to do the commercials no more. They just your celebrity just had that name brand on and posted. Then Jake going to get like when Yeezy started to get popular. Like that's how Yeezy started getting popular. Your athletes and your celebrities is wearing them, and then everybody wanted to wear them, man. And now everybody got them.
And to show you the influence that Jake had, you brought up that example when Adidas pretty much fired Kanye. Nobody wanted to wear Yeezys no more. That they had to bring them back so they can get rid of the rest of the inventory they had of them Yeezys, man. Because they lost a good couple billion, after they fired Kanye, man. So that go to show you, man, Jake has the buying power to really to keep this economy going, man. Go ahead.
Okay.
And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
The Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
According to leading researchers, in proportion to population and income, Negroes...
And do you not see that with Jake? Jake loved name brand shit, man. Like I said, Jordan, Yeezys. Even you go down to the groceries, man. Hey, Jake don't like off-brand shit, man. Jake want the Fruit Loops, the Frosted Flakes, the Presto, the things that Esau pushed out. It was a comedian, Ali Sadiq. He said this, man. He was like, his mom will always buy them shit that had a commercial. If the product ain't have a commercial, they didn't want it. So that lets you know, man. It's all designed to pretty much make us poor, man.
That's pretty much the point on the video.
Yeah. So from there, Baba Gashad get Haggai 1 and 6.
I got it, bro. This is the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
Right. So Jake will work his ass off and be broke as hell afterwards, man. Because like I said, it's always bills that he has to pay, or it's things that he wants. So he's always spending. We're always looking for things to buy, and this is all played upon you, being broke. That's why you already was contemplating what you're gonna spend your money on before you even get your check, man. That's demons. That's on you. So this is why you have to relearn on what money is and how to truly use the money, man, because it wasn't meant to be like this, man. I had a quick one. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. It says, "For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. And see, that's what our people weren't taught. Okay, money wasn't meant to just, they say you burn a hole in your pocket, man. You know, money is meant to pretty much help you, build a hedge for yourself, man. That's why they have a thing called a hedge fund, right? Putting savings away for a rainy day and all this and that. Our people weren't they don't know how to use the money the correct way, which is why number one, you need the wisdom. All right, because you have these rich niggas that get money, and what they do, they just blow all their shit, man. They buy as soon as they get that $1 million check, they go buying chains, cars, houses. You never hear nobody really talking about investing nothing until you see Nipsey Hussle come around, and he was the one that's kind of put that spirit on Jake to start trying to be smart with his money. But outside of that, man, niggas just blow that shit as soon as they get it, man. One more. Sirach 14:3 says, "Riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money?" All right, riches aren't comely to a nigga, man, because the nigga doesn't know how to utilize money the correct way, man. All right, that's why you see these niggas get rich and destroy themselves, man. He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul, gathereth for others that shall spend his goods riotously. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his own good, because our people don't know how to take care of themselves, man. Hey, Jake could get mad, all right, when it comes to spending money on their health, but go spend $200 for a pair of Jordans, but won't go and invest in their health, man. And that's the way that Esau has designed our people to think, because investing in yourself, man, that's looked at as a waste of time, man. I gotta put on so I can shit on other people. That's really that's the mentality Jake has been given now, man. All right, to buy shit to shit on his own people with, man, and wonder why niggas get robbed, man. Why niggas get killed, end up like Pop Smoke, PNB Rock.
God, I got a quick precept for you, priest. This is Sirach chapter 30, verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth.
Right, because good you need that good health in order to enjoy your money, man. Because like I said, a lot of these Jakes get rich and their health is terrible, so they spend a good majority of that wealth trying to heal themselves, man.
Verse 16. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
Hey, Baba Kushah, you started at verse 15.
Gone.
Go up to 14.
Gone. Sirach 30 and 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body.
Right. It says it's better to be poor. It says better is being poor and being sound and strong in constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Because, when you're poor, all right, you have more of an inkling to be better with yourself, man. All right, you understand. All right, well, I don't have the means to go in and do these things, so you got to budget yourself. Pretty much discipline yourself to work with what you got. That's right. So that's why you got Jake, who don't got much, but they living better than niggas that's rich. All right, that's why a lot of these celebrities say that they like life better when they was broke, because now like they said, more money, more problems, man. You got more access to shit to help destroy you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you look up that word constitution as well, it goes into a person's state of health.
See,
it goes into also a person's disposition of mind, temperament.
Yeah, good example of that, right? So you got a lot of these rappers, I use the rappers for example. These rappers that's rich, their body's all messed up because they spend a good majority of that money on drugs, man. Lean, perks,
lifestyle.
The perkies, the Molly. Now niggas spend all that money on fit now, and look how they dying, man.
Man, you got a whole opioid crisis that's being overlooked amongst Jake, man.
Yep.
You know, this shit is terrible, man. Because they all consuming that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you had more. You had more, bro.
Yeah, go down to verse 17.
I got a precept behind you, bro.
God, you said keep reading to where?
Go to, keep reading to 17. So you can read 15, and we're just gonna go down to 17.
God. Sirach 30:15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth.
Right, because the health is the most important thing, man. That's what they say. Health is wealth, right? That's the real riches, man. Taking care of your body, man. This is why a guy like LeBron James has amassed all this greatness that he has done, because this man has invested millions of dollars to keep his health at the tip top shape. This is why him being almost 40 is out playing these damn these youngsters, man. LaMelo Ball, this nigga is early 20s, can't play a full healthy season, and he's 20. But LeBron is an old ass nigga, playing more games than these youngsters, man. That's a damn shame, but that show you he understood the importance of health, man.
Yeah, and damn, it's funny. He basically about broke his damn foot, but he's still back playing, bro. Because his bones are stronger than these little dudes. They're not investing their money into their body, man.
Verse 17. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness.
Slack, you skipped 16.
Oh, Salakia. Sirach 30:16. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness.
Right. So for our people, they don't understand that the importance of health, man. All right. So it says that there is no riches above a sound body. You got Jake that literally work 7 days a week, not getting no sleep, constantly knock back 4 or 5 hour energies, drinking Red Bulls, Monsters. They stay on that grind, man, not realizing the damage that it's doing to their body to go chase that bag, man.
Mm-hmm. Working 16-hour shifts and shit. Shit crazy.
God damn, man.
And you would tell Jake, you tell Jake, yo, we in slavery. Nigga look at you like, how?
Nigga, I got the bag, bro. What you talking about, bro? You see this goddamn stack in my pocket, bro? Fuck what you talking about, nigga. I'm rich.
You got them shackles.
But see, Jake do that and try to be like the next man. You know?
That's the precept I got behind you, bro. I got one behind.
Unless you got more talk to on.
That's it.
Okay, Con, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 13. I'm gonna read down to verse 21. And the title says Covenants Denounced. And it says, and one of the company said unto him, Master, speak unto my brother that he divideth the inheritance with me. And he said to him, man who made me a judge or a divider over you. And he said to him, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man who consisteth not in the abundance of all things which he possesseth. And that's what you see with Jake. Jake mind is on that abundance of things, man. Trying to have more than his heart desires, man. Trying to just have, man. Trying to have people looking at what he got, right? And he says, and he spake a parable to him, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. I will plow down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say unto my soul, soul, hast thou much goods laid up for many years? Take thy ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Because that's Jake, right? Jake feel like they're good, man. They can eat, drink, and be merry. Everything's good, right? And he says, but Yahweh said to him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose things be which thou hast provided, man? Jake don't think about that shit, man. You ain't serving how about Shemal Shah. You building up all this so-called wealth, not knowing it's in vain, man. What is it gonna do for you that you got these little FRNs, man. Because like we always bring out, riches profit not in the day of wrath. Because this little money that you got, it's not gonna profit you when the Lord come, man. When the Lord requires thy soul, man. The true riches is the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. That's why the scripture said wisdom is a defense. Because if you got money, but you ain't got wisdom, you're gonna be just like these fools you see on your everyday world star. Niggas getting shot up, these damn rappers, these damn niggas getting got by these damn bitches, getting goddamn hemmed up in hotels, looking goddamn stupid. Because they ain't got no true damn wisdom, man. Because wisdom will keep them from the snares, the traps of this world. And it says, then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So this is that laid up treasures for himself is not riches toward Yahweh. As we said, man, the true riches is Yahweh Shemal Shai. As you go in Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be our stability of these times, the strength of our salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. That's the true treasure, man. Fearing the Lord, because the fear of the Lord is what? The beginning of knowledge, man. So that's the true treasure, man. That's where your heart should be seeking after you pleasing Yahweh Shemal Shai. As you and the brother, I think one of you brothers went into the other day, I think it was First Kings, when you please the Lord will add unto you. Especially when it came to King David, when he was about to pass the throne on to King Solomon, and King Solomon just wanted the wisdom, knowledge, understanding to instruct his people. And what did the Lord add unto him? The riches and everything else that his heart desired. But the first thing he seek for was wisdom, knowledge, understanding. That's what you should be seeking in these days, man.
Right.
That was First Kings, the second chapter.
Second chapter.
King David sat down King Solomon and pretty much gave him literally the tickets to prosperity.
Right. And that's what you should have, Jay.
But see, when you look at the ancient men of old, all right, as I brought out last night, when they were on their deathbed and they was about to go back to the spiritual realm, they set their house in order and prepared their sons on how to keep the family business going. Well, I'm saying business, dealing with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because that's really our true business anyway. But we look at it just from the carnal perspective with a real business. That knowledge ain't getting passed on, let alone the business ain't getting passed on.
Right.
Because Jake was not taught that because of the curses, man.
That's
all right.
Jake be lucky to have a business open for more than 2 generations.
Oh man,
that's being generous.
Exactly. That's lucky.
Yeah.
Hey, but see, because once again, man, it's all set up by design to keep us financially illiterate, man. Because our people don't understand how much influence they have on this economy, man. Before we go into that, I'm gonna get calling off precept because it's gonna go exactly what precept you brought out talking about. This is Proverbs 23:5. It says, "Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings; they fly away as an eagle towards heaven." Because ultimately, man, this money ain't real money, anyways, man. So you shouldn't even be worried about trying to stack the paper up because it's gonna go away anyway, man. And as one more precept to add to it, this is Sirach 31:1. It says, "Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep," man. Because niggas are literally destroying themselves to get rich, man. To chase the bag. As I said, man. Jake working 16-hour shifts, man, 7 days a week. Like I said, you fucking back-to-back Red Bulls, man. Heart going into overtime, man.
even with Jake that try and like move up and scale in society, they may be a Jake in school. Jake be pulling all-nighters in the fucking library.
Yeah.
Come back home, be looking like, damn nigga, what you been through?
I ain't remember none of that shit he read.
Nah,
exactly.
Jake face like he seen a ghost. Nigga tired as hell.
Yeah, that's a waste, man.
But that go to show you, man, this is truly a rat race, man. And by design, all these, because you're never going to be satisfied with nothing that you have, man. At Talk on Baba Kushai, can you play that J. Cole video? We're just gonna play like the first 45 seconds of it.
I got you.
Because he explains exactly the position that our people are in right now, man.
the monetary, the material, even the success, and like the things that you place your importance on, never can satisfy you and ever make you happy because they never end. There's no amount of money that will ever make you stop. Money is what you care about. You'll keep going. Oh, I got $1 million, gotta get 10, got 10, gotta get 100, got 100, gotta get 5, got 5, gotta get $1 billion. If it's cars, you never have enough cars. If it's women, you never have enough. You'll be chasing it forever. If it's success, you can never get enough of that. I realize that it's like it doesn't stop. It keeps calling you. It's like a drug.
It's a hamster wheel.
It's a hamster wheel, and it's like you're never satisfied. But if you play,
and what he's saying is true. You'll never be satisfied with this place, man, because they'll constantly keep pushing shit that you think you want, man. Because it's like a dopamine hit when you get to that level that you feel like you wanted to be at. You get that car, all right. You get them Jordans. You get that certain level of riches that you went for, and then Esau shows you like, look, here's another level. Here's a new pair of Jordans. Here's a new car, man. You got that 2023. We got that 2024 about to drop, man. You constantly want more and more, and it's to keep you in that hamster wheel, wanting more because you want this society to go on, so you can continue to just give Esau your whole money, man. You're not even realizing how Esau he's literally draining your pockets, man, and you ain't even paying it no attention, man. Because you don't know how to utilize money the correct way because you don't have wisdom, which is why we read earlier. All right, wisdom isn't comely for a niggard, man. You know? Dave Chappelle showed it perfect. That skit is like when if niggas ever got reparations, they get that money right back to Esau, man. Because Jake doesn't know when they get a large sum of money, they don't know what to do with it, man. Nigga hit the lottery, and he going to buy a pound of weed. All right, he's gonna buy a new car. He's gonna buy a house for his mama. She can't afford it. He gonna go crazy with it. He's gonna destroy himself with that money. That's why, hey, it's better to be poor here, man. All right, let the Most High increase you, man.
I got a precept for you. This 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. And it says the love of money. Jake tried to say the root of money. No, it says the love of money is the root of all evil, man. Because you just heard example yourself right there. You constantly, like the brother priest going into, you constantly trying to get on another level, get on another status. It's always gonna be something new. That means you gotta constantly be chasing the bag. It says,
I want to add to you too, bro, Baba Kashah, because that love of if you trying to get that money or whatever product, that covetous spirit will have Jake doing everything under the sun. Whether he'll rob his own brother, he'll sell poison to his brother, he'll bend over and allow the damn devil to goddamn pop on with these damn other rich niggas like Diddy, Birdman. They'll defile themselves, man. They'll do anything under the sun, like a Sirach tell you. He'll cast away his bowels for that, man.
It says, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Yeah, they destroy themselves after that covetousness, man. Which is why, man, hey, you got to understand truthfully how money works, man. And how to utilize it the proper way. Which this truth really gives you a good understanding of that when you fully understand what money is supposed to be for, man.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and go into the article, you can.
God, if I may, I got another article as well that I have found that pretty much goes into the Northern and Southern Kingdom retirement savings.
God damn,
I just want to get into this because I saw a post that got highlighted in the news today, speaking on Social Security being depleted by 2033. Now,
damn,
Lord willing, we out of here by 2023. We don't see this place going on past 2023, but Jake is fully dependent upon that as a source of income when they retire and they're not able to work, chasing the bag their whole life. And then they get to a certain age where they just can't move and function. You know what I'm saying? They just sitting down. Well, again, at the time when they're at their latter end, they don't have the financial strength or wherewithal to know how to have prepared for, themselves when they're later on in life. So this is an article from Investopedia. It says retirement savings by race. I'll just jump straight to the point. Our research has found that while half of Americans are at risk of being unable to maintain their standard of living in retirement, minorities face an even more profoundly risk of instability. More than half of so-called Black, so-called Latino households have no retirement savings at all. Okay? So Jake is completely unprepared when they get to a point when they get up in age because of them not preparing themselves when they were younger. Them not having the understanding and wherewithal of wisdom ultimately, not dwelling with wisdom. Because if they had it, if they were taking heed to the wisdom, they would understand how to function and prepare for when they get older and to pass that down to the next generation.
Hey, if I could add to that too, because one of the things when you learn about how the spending habit of Jake is taught, majority of us come in that vibration of the woman, because it's the woman's nature, and which is everything. When you learn about how the retail industry, they target women because women are the major consumers of the world, so they target the women. That's why when you go into every clothing store, the women's section is always bigger than the men, because we don't care about shit like that, man. We come in and get what we need and we out. But women, they constantly being throwing everything to them, and so that those key habits is the main reason why women stay with the majority of the holder of the debt of America, and their spending habits are then taught onto the children, and the children end up being in debt because of that same mentality, man. They're not taught on how to generate generational wealth, which really the scriptures tell you we're cursed, so we're not going to have generational wealth over here, man.
That's right. That's pretty much it on the article.
Okay, Khan.
You got the other one?
You had that other article. You shared.
Khan, yes.
Yeah, we'll get that other one, that last video, and then we'll wrap it up.
Khan.
How you good? Let's see.
So this was posted by CNBC. It goes into so-called Black, the Israelite buying power that's growing, but they face racial profiling. So, as we have went at the start of the lesson, how they target Jake with this certain consumerism, you're racially profiled by numerous brands, regardless of the fact that your purchase power is increasing. So they had dropped this article around the height of George Floyd. But let me go to the point in here. Salakia.
Yeah, Esau knows. He knows this, man, because we always bring out what nation keeps America's economy afloat. Is us. That's why every holiday season, no matter what Jake's financial situation looks like, they balls out. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day. Jake love taking part in these down so-called holiday festivities, man. And knowing they can't afford, things like such as Christmas, yeah, they'll go either further in the debt, all right, to make sure that they're taking part in the shit, man.
Jake is the natural trendsetter. So.
Oh, to add to that real quick, as you said that, salt of the earth, Matthew 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yep.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. It says, "Ye are the salt of the earth." You break it down, bro. It said, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men."
And that's what you see, man. And because we're the salt of the earth, man. Hey, we give flavor into this blend ass kingdom under this damn devil, man. This is why he uses us to push out marketing. Because everything, like you see with all these different commercials, is marketing towards Jake. They always, now, it used to be a point of a McDonald's commercial. You have Edomites. Every McDonald's commercial has Jake on there. Every one. And it's crazy because I've been looking at it every time. It's never an Edomite on it. It's always Judah or Issachar. It's never, and they do that, and they always do that shit, man.
It's funny you say that because Elder Yashawama brought back, I think it was last year, when they first brought out the McRib.
Oh yeah,
they had a nigga that was promoting the
fucking
McRib,
nigga.
Bro. And he was, he sold this shit too. He made that shit look good. Nigga was smacking the lips, his fingers and shit.
Fucking McRib. Had the nigga eat the pork on the screen. Fucking devil. But that's just show you they use Jake for marketing, man. Because Jake brings life on the Jake makes things look cool and look good. Esau and these other nations, they like that shit look bland and look lame as hell, man. Jake bring that flavor to it, man.
Right.
But, hey, as you said, man, since we've been departed from our power, man, hey, this is why we're trotting down on the foot. This is why we're going into this lesson. This is why we're disenfranchised, as the brother brought out earlier, man.
Going into the article, the point, a growing consumer base. I'll just go to the point. So-called black Israelite buying power was 1.4 trillion in 2019, according to the Selig Center for Economic Growth. That's higher than the gross domestic product, the GDP of Mexico. Is projected to grow to 1.8 trillion by 2024. That growth is outpacing Edomite buying power. Between 2000 and 2018, Israelite buying power rose 114% compared to an 89% increase in Edomite buying power.
Yeah.
But how is it that Jake is still at the bottom? Like Jake not putting their money into what actually matters because they lack the wisdom of how to use the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Still under the foot of their enemies, but yet they have a higher GDP than the country of Mexico.
That's heavy. But see, what it is, they don't understand on how to keep the money circulating amongst themselves. This is why the heathen will come in and pretty much take the so-called black dollar and they'll spend it, on these heathen. That's why you got Moab with the Chinese restaurants. You got Ishmael and Elam with the gas stations. They said you got Esau with all these different things. Having a so-called black-owned business, even that's not sending money into our community, man. So-called community, because at the end of the day, everything is going back to Esau and the heathen, man. So when you understand how that really works according to our laws, we're supposed to keep the money within our nation, man. That's why, like I said, that video that I got in the chat, Amalek, they know that. This is why they operate like that. They don't deal with outside businesses. They don't deal with outside banks and all that, man. They're going, and with the video we're going to show you at the end is going to prove that. You want to go ahead and play that, bro? This is all a trap, man. It's a snare and a trap that no matter. And this is why having dudes like Dr. Umar, who's the other nigga? I think it was Tariq Nasheed, I think his name. They talk about building black economics. That shit is never going to work because the money is never going to stay within our people. It's always going back to Esau because Esau has everything that we want.
Yep.
Jake is never going. You can have Jake make so-called black-owned shoes. Jake are always going to want Jordans. They're always going to want Nikes, Adidas. Okay, they're going to want the Gucci. They're going to always want the damn chains. That who run the goddamn Diamond District? Amalek. No matter what Jake can try to come out here and make for himself, Jake, you got the others that's going to run to them. That's why you had a few years back, you had niggas talking about boycotting Gucci. You never going to get the full nation to stop buying something of Esau because they offend a few Jakes, man.
Oh no. You
had
with
Mayweather. He was coming out of Gucci. He was like, "Yeah, you heard about the boycott with Gucci." He was like, "Yo, Gucci ain't never did nothing to me, so I'm still buy from there."
Yep. You had Jake back in my day, man. They was picking on Masterpiece shoes and shit.
right. You had the G Unit, the G Unit clothing line.
G Unit clothing line and this shit. making fun of that shit. And he was just trying to build for his community.
Yeah, you had what Birdman with the lugs, them ugly ass shoes.
Yeah, now them through.
That shit's ugly as hell, bro.
You're the only one wearing them motherfuckers.
Hey, that's the curses, man.
Hey, you have FUBU, bro. FUBU for us, by us. The nigga that made that sold them shits to Esau, man.
Dada was doing good for a little bit.
I don't know. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's a lot of FUBU, Dada. There's a lot of little clothing that Jake used to have back in the 90s, early 2000s. But that shit fell off, man. But that was just the curses, like the brother said, man. That's the curses, man.
Real quick, you said that what's that? Curse be our basket.
Mm-hmm. Curse that be in the city
right now.
Deuteronomy
chapter 28 and verse 17. Curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Verse 18. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep.
You can speak on it, bro.
Yeah, so Jake is cursed from top to bottom, man. The infrastructure that Jake needs to be self-sufficient is severed, man. It's cursed.
Yep.
One more in there. Go where it says, curse me when I come in, and curse me y'all go out.
That's the next verse. Verse 19. Curse shalt thou be when thou comest in, and curse shalt thou be when thou goest out.
And that shows you that, man. Jake, you come into this world poor, you're going to leave poor. This is why you see guys like Red Fox, Prince, Kevin Samuels. They was rich. They got rich at a certain point of time, but by the time they died, man, they was broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But that's why I said you can never build generational wealth here, man, because this is not our rest, man. You know, and this guy is about to explain why the system is set up like that, man. You go ahead, bro.
Talking to this Jewish guy one time, and he told me, "You see this dollar?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You'll never have this dollar." And he was like, he thought it was a racial thing, but then he broke it down to him. He said, "Look, when I spend this dollar, I'm spending it at a Jewish restaurant, and they're gonna go to a Jewish dry clean. They're gonna put it in a Jewish bank." He's like, "You're never gonna see this dollar because it's never gonna leave our community."
That's a fact.
And they say the black dollar leaves the community, I think, within 6 minutes or something, some crazy like stat.
I think
every 6 minutes.
Easy.
So there's you can't get our people to all come together and stop dealing with Esau's companies, man. That's what I said, bro. It's pointless to try to build some type of black economic bullshit over here, man. It's not gonna work, Jake. You know, so your best bet is the turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We'll have true, economic freedom in the kingdom. Because all our riches are going to be owned by us, and it's going to stay within us, man. You know, these heathen have took upon themselves to keep this like this for a reason, man. Because they know that if our people wised up and try to, do that to themselves, man, that this place will go under. This is why they bombed Black Wall Street and the other communities that came after. This is why they went after over in Africa, with Libya, all that, because they don't want nobody to pretty much become a threat to these damn bankers, man. Get Bible Shop, last two we'll close. Psalms 10, 2 and 3, and then Sirach 14. Actually get Sirach 14 and 8 first.
I'm at Psalms.
You said get what first, bro?
Sirach 14, 18 through 10. That's like not 18, 8 through 10, Slaki.
Hold on. Bear with me. 14, 8. And this is you said Sirach chapter 14, verse 8 through 10.
Time.
What fault? And it says, this is in the Good News translation.
Go ahead, see what it says.
And it says, a selfish person is evil, He turns his back on people's needs and is never satisfied with what he has. Greed will shrivel up a person's soul.
Bro, that's Esau all day, man. This nigga does not give a damn about nobody. This is why this whole lesson has been based around that fact right there, man. This nigga has made everything. What'd you say, bro?
I say he don't even care about himself.
Thank you. He's made shit to where his own people are suffering because of his greed, man. This is why, and our people have taken on this same spirit, man. Read it again, Baba Gashah.
This is Sirach chapter 14, verse 8. A selfish person is evil. He turns his back on people's needs.
Look at that. He turns his back on his own people's needs, man. That selfishness will cause a nigga like Future talking about he used to serve to his auntie, man. You got niggas knowingly turning their family members onto coke, onto heroin. You know, they don't give a damn about their people because they're trying to get that bag, man. So it's no bars or hell, man. You know, they just doing whatever, man. You know, and if they ain't got it, then the next man gonna take it from them. This is why you have block wars, man. You know, you selling in my corner, then you taking away my customers. So we're gonna rob you, we're gonna kill you, we're gonna take what you got, man. You know,
nigga. And it says, and is never satisfied with what he has. Greed will, I think it says, shovel up a person's soul.
God damn.
It says some people are too stringy to put bread on their own table.
To put these people are wicked, man. Because in the King James it says, the envious man hath a wicked eye, he turneth away his face and despises men. A covetous man's eyes is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul. A wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a nigger at his table. Because what I ain't got, and I see you got it, I want your shit, man. You know, that's the mentality that Jake has taken on, which really came from Esau, man.
Yep.
When you see how all Esau's past, kingdoms. This is why you had, Esau taking down Esau. All his kingdoms, they fell because his families, they fell because of other Edomites that wanted their position, man.
Yeah.
That persona has fully taken on Jake, man.
You can say that in the minor sense, as far as them separating themselves from Britain, French, Spain, all them was wars amongst themselves, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the point, though, man. You're never going to be satisfied here, man, because that lust, because this place is pretty much, it plays on your flesh. That lust for more is going to constantly have you in the rat race of trying to get something else, get somebody else's stuff, man. You know.
Yep.
And then we get that Psalms 10. We'll close with that because, like I said, this is all by design from Amalek, man.
Yep.
Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Right, because you didn't pretty much put this whole, this whole spirit on the world, and everybody has a waking up to your greed, man. All right, so this whole, you put the world in debt to the damn the central banks. All right, now everybody hates Amalek. Now everybody's gonna go to war and push that button to send missiles over here to America and to the land of Israel to get rid of you damn Edomites, man.
Yep.
You know, so this whole system was set up to ultimately be your downfall. Wait, what happened? The same thing that happened in Rome, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth.
Right, and a good example of this is when you saw during the pandemic. All right, all the rich got richer while the poor got poor, man. They were boasting in it, man. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and all these other dudes, man. All these Jeff Bezos, all these niggas was prospering off of the misery of others during the pandemic, man. You know, but they pushing in society that, hey, what you don't got, go get it, and you're blessed here. So you're a robber, a thief. They're blessed. They're put on high in this society, when the Lord actually hates a thief and a robber, man.
Hey, and priest, to add on to you, like you said, Jake take on the spirit of Esau. What did Jake do? oh, yo, I'm trying to figure out how to do this PPP scam. You know, all types of bullshit. Now you, now you fucked over because you forgot that you was an Israelite in Esau's kingdom. The same rules don't apply.
Yeah,
You say he is not in trouble as other men.
Yeah, even with
you gonna pimp him and his own game? You crazy as hell.
Jake is gonna have to look over their shoulder for 10 years behind what happened.
Yeah, and that's crazy you brought that up because I was talking to Jake about that shit at work about that fraud and scamming. I think it's laws and shit with it. These dudes that do the scamming and shit, these Edomites, they don't even get that many years and they get to keep the damn money. They get to keep the money too.
Hey, who's the biggest identity theft on the planet? Is these damn Amalek, these Amalekites, man.
Facts.
But then Jake run a credit card scam, man. That nigga getting a good 20 to 50 years, man.
Yeah, and these damn banks and shit, these damn companies been doing this shit. They get caught, nothing don't shit happen. They'll send some money to a charity or some shit.
Bro, you got Elon. Elon be the main niggas doing the damn phone scams, man. They ain't getting persecuted like Jake. If Jake try to do that shit, man.
Man, you ain't seen Elon in no damn court. I ain't never seen an Elamite in court, man.
For credit card fraud or identity theft, hell no. Them niggas got what they call diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, that's why you see what they sell in their shops. When you walk in a gas station, they selling all types of shit in that motherfucker.
Nah, for real.
But this was just all to be brought out to show you how this is all. It's all a trap. It's all a scam, man. You know, Jake, get out of trying to get the bag over here, man. All right, like I said, you're getting money that's gonna fly away at the end, man. This is why you're seeing the economy going to shit. Like I said, we about to be cashless in the next few weeks. You know, starting to go cashless in the next few weeks, man. And that's just the domino effect of what's going to happen leading up to that mark of the beast, man. You know? So this is why we wanted to bring this out to bring to light why us as a people financially are fucked like this, man. Because it is set up by design, man. You brother got any closing words?
Nah, man, it was just a beautiful point because, like you said, man, all this was set up as a design. The Lord said he should be the head and thou should be the tail, man. So, hey, Jake, it's time to ride you in the park because it's not your rest, man.
That's it, man. God. All right, so with that, Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying. We're going to close it out right here. Want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makar. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us the truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect until next time we say Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Come Yasharala and Abba Ball.
Yasharala and Abba